time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. The 40. After all the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. On play action, now Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. On 2nd and goal, Carr is swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs control the first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number one guy.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
But that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Down to about the 22 here.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll throw with Carr. This is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. Pushing his way through. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
These two teams all tied after one. Mahomes now on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll look downfield for Waller. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. To throw his car. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st down, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Running is Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Carr. Being chased out left.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, it's Jacobs, and he works free. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there, as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And this is incomplete, with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. To throw, it's Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got this down to the 35.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Chiefs 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for KC. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Four yards remain for second down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Complete it to Moreau. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Carr. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs running right through him, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Gets this one to Johnson. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking sideline, incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 85 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Carr. Gets this to Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to let it fly. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Second and 11 now. Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Back to throw, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 at 7-6.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.